You know that moment when you're in a meeting and everyone feels stuck? And then one person asks a question that just clicks. Suddenly, everyone sees the problem in a totally new way. Well, that's not just a lucky guess. That's a highly intelligent mind at work. And it's not about having all the answers. It's about asking the right questions. So what if the real secret to intelligence isn't what you know, but how you ask? What if you could train your brain to have that same kind of insight? The good news is you absolutely can. And in this explainer, we're going to walk through exactly how to do it. All right, let's begin this journey. And look, we're not just going to hand you a list of questions to memorize. Nope, we're going to explore a whole new way of thinking. Okay, so here's the framework. This whole process breaks down into 3 key dimensions. Think of it like this. First, we look inward at ourselves. Then we look outward at the world around us. And finally, we look forward into the future. First things first, we have to start with ourselves. I mean, how can you understand the world if you don't understand your own mind? This first dimension of deep thinking is all about becoming aware of our own thought processes, our blind spots, and yes, our hidden biases. And that brings us to a really powerful concept. Metacognition. Sounds fancy, but all it really means is thinking about your thinking. It's like having a little quality control manager inside your head, pausing to ask, "Hey, wait a minute. Am I really thinking this through?" And that little voice, that's the key to making way smarter decisions. So how do you get that little voice to speak up? It really boils down to 2 incredibly simple but powerful questions. First, what am I missing? This is your defense against blind spots. Second, what assumptions am I making? This is your shield against unconscious bias. Asking these 2 questions is your secret weapon against overconfidence. And this quote really nails it. True intelligence isn't about faking it till you make it, or pretending you have all the answers. It's the complete opposite. It's knowing that you don't know everything, and having the self-awareness to constantly question what you think you know. Alright, so we've done some internal work. Now that we have a better handle on our own thinking, it's time to turn our focus outward and start connecting the dots in the world around us. Our next tool is something called causal reasoning. It's basically the difference between treating a symptom and actually curing the disease. Instead of just reacting to what's happening on the surface, you learn to dig and dig and dig until you find the real root cause of the issue. Here's a super simple way to think about it. Imagine a friend seems upset. You could just ask, "Are you okay?" And you'll probably get a simple yes or no. Or you could wonder what actually triggered this feeling. The first question might end the conversation. The second one, that one starts a real conversation and leads to much deeper understanding. And paired with that is our next superpower, systems thinking. This is all about seeing the big picture. It stops you from getting lost in tiny, isolated details and helps you see how all the pieces actually fit together. For example, let's say you're reading about a historical event. Most people just see the event itself, but a systems thinker immediately starts branching out. How did this connect to the culture of the time? What role did the economy play? What does this reveal about human behavior? Suddenly, one isolated fact becomes part of a huge interconnected web. And that brings us to the third and final dimension. We've looked inward. We've looked outward. Now it's time to look forward. This isn't about predicting the future with a crystal ball. It's about actively shaping it. And the engine behind this is a powerful concept called counterfactual thinking. This is the secret sauce behind almost every great invention and every breakthrough idea. It all comes down to 2 simple words. What if? Look at the difference. A fixed reaction sounds like this. Well, the project failed. It's a dead end. But the innovative question is, what if I tried it differently? See the shift? That's not a dead end. That's a doorway to 1,000 new possibilities. It moves you from being a passive victim of circumstances to an active creator of solutions. And when you make this a habit, the results are powerful. You build better strategies. You solve problems faster. And every once in a while, you experience a true game-changing breakthrough. So there you have it. We've traveled through 3 dimensions of inquiry. Now let's pull everything together into a practical mental toolkit that you can start using today. Here's the recap. You look inward to challenge your own thinking. You look outward to understand how everything is connected. And you look forward to innovate and create new possibilities. Each dimension has a clear and powerful purpose. But here's the most important thing to remember. This isn't a simple step 1, step 2, step 3 process. It's a dynamic, continuous loop. What you discover by looking forward changes how you look inward next time, and that sharpens how you look outward. It's a constant cycle of learning and getting smarter. So to wrap this up, let me leave you with one final question. Now that you have this toolkit, which question are you going to ask first? The power to think on a whole new level is already in your hands. Go. Start asking.